now with an update from our head of the English department about the Congress. Asaf?
Yes, hello friends. Can you hear me well? Can you see me well? Yes? Okay, wonderful. Okay, Dave, there might have been a little bit of a mix up there in what you said. We have a Congress, a regional Bnei Baruch Congress coming up at the end of October, and that's what I'm here to talk about. Zohar, I don't see you. If you can open your webcam and be available as well. Chaim, I see you. If there's anything that needs to be added on top of me, please jump in and just add. So, friends, it's happening. The next Congress is happening. The next degree of Bnei Baruch as a global vessel is coming together. It's shaping up, and we want to take a major part in it. The North American Congress will take place at the end of October. I'll go through the dates in just a second. I just want to say that this is shaping up to be one of the biggest gatherings in our world Kli. In other places, there's going to be a lot of gatherings, but possibly smaller ones. We want to bring everyone from North America and any other English speakers who want to come to North America to this Congress. Zohar, if you're around, maybe open
I'm
your
around here.
yeah, okay. You can actually share your screen and show some pictures of the place if you have something at hand. In the meantime, I'll tell everyone where it's happening. So the
I,
Congress will take
I have
place.
something I'll share. Okay, as you speak.
Sure, sure, yeah. So a few words, friends. The Congress is happening at the end of October. It's happening in a place called Silver Bay YMCA. It's in upstate New York. It's actually hugging the northern part of Lake George. It's a huge area, about 700-acre kind of campus on the
Can you see my
shores.
screen, guys?
Yes, we see it. We actually see a
That's an aerial photo of
yeah,
the premises.
but I think what you're showing is a different screen maybe, because we're seeing your slides.
Yeah, slides of the place,
Yeah, but at the moment we're seeing a cohesive environment designed for connection, etc. If you wanted to show a picture,
which is
maybe.
Silver Bay, the YMCA.
Yes.
That's the place.
Yeah, can you show
Or
the
bird's eye
the
view.
pictures? Can you move to the just to show get a bit of the feel of that? We're seeing the first slide.
Click the next slide.
Yeah, just go to the next slide.
I did.
So you're on the other screen. You're showing it on the other screen. We're seeing the software, not the
Okay,
presenter.
I'm just gonna share the whole thing in a
Okay.
minute.
In any case, it's a really beautiful place, guys. It's lots of nature, lots of greenery. It's very spacious, and we can do everything we need. Yeah, that's it. We can do everything we need to do and want to do there. We have the whole place to ourselves, which is incredible. Again, as I mentioned, it's really big. Because it's so big, it's also allowing us to handle a good place for a kids program. So that means that we're actually going to have two events there. So of course there is the main event, which is for us, for adults, for the tens, for all of the friends in North America, for all of our Kli, and that's going to be the main event. But any friend who needs to bring children because you need them with you, you have no other place to bring them, and you just want to bring them to the kids program, whatever the need is, you can do it. We'll have a separate place, and they'll have their own kind of course, schedules and meals and lodging and everything they need. We have room for everything there. We have a big, beautiful place where we can have our lessons and our main activities. We have very good rooming, and I'm emphasizing very good because
Can you
last
see the
May.
bedrooms? Can you see the bedrooms?
Yep. Yeah, we see it. It's great. I'm emphasizing good rooming because last year we were under more difficult conditions. So in some cases, people even had to get their own Airbnb if it wasn't comfortable enough. This time, we just got the best place. Really, it is, and this is all thanks to Zohar and his team who worked on it diligently and scoured, all the areas that where we can do something. And this is good, and it's also affordable. I'll go into pricing as well. Registration is not open yet. It will be open as soon as we can. We still have a few technicalities to solve. It's very possible that in the next few days, this week, you will already get a link to the registration, maybe with a little video that goes through it so everyone knows exactly how to fill in their registration form. But for now, we wanted to tell you about that this is happening, that we have a great place, that the dates and the rooming and some pricing, so that you already start planning your next moves. So the Congress is happening between the 28th to the 31st. Why 28? If you look at the BB announcements, which you'll be hearing about more and more at the end of lessons and so on, they'll say 29 to 31st. But our Congress starts the evening before. So Wednesday evening is where we start our North American Congress. This allows us, well, a lot of things logistically, but in terms of the schedule itself, it means that we can start and do a proper kind of content block at the evening to bring everyone together. We'll talk about content a lot later on, but now just to give you the general framework for the schedule, that's where we're going to start. Then we can have a good night's sleep, and then we start a full day on Thursday, and then we have a full day on Friday, and then on Saturday we also have half a day. Somewhere around the middle of the day we'll be wrapping up, and then of course whoever can stay and help dismantling things will stay. That's another group activity, and that's basically by the end of Saturday we need to leave the place. So for Wednesday evening, then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we have the whole place to ourselves. Now, let's talk about the different tiers of rooms. We have a lot of places to accommodate everyone there. There's not going to be any shortage, but we have different levels of rooms, and that's why we're going to have 3 different tiers. So it's also going to be, you can choose the one that's affordable, the accommodation solution that's affordable for you. There we go. I see Zohar is showing us the options. So I'll take you through them really, really quick. If you don't want to think too much, it's very simple. The one that says comfort, the middle option between essential and premium, is probably right for you. Okay, without even going into details, this is probably the room that most of us will take. It means that we will probably be with another friend, maybe 2 friends. I think at most 3 people in a room, and these rooms also have they're very nice and convenient, and they have their own bathroom and everything, and shower, and it's a hotel level kind of accommodation. Really different from what we had on May. Hopefully, we'll compensate for that convenience with more work between us. We'll be able to clear to free our minds and hearts to work on connection between us with less issues that we need to overcome physically. Okay, so that's the idea. We also have one option that is cheaper. If you can scroll up, this is called the Essential Room. The Essential Room is the most affordable room we can have. This is really good for, I would say, if you really want to save extra few dollars, if you are on the younger side probably, if you don't mind possibly being with more people in the room, if you don't mind using a shared bathroom with a few other rooms, probably it depends. It depends on the amount of rooms and so on. But that's, if you want to save those extra dollars, this is your option, the Essential Room at $400. Now, these numbers, I'll go to the premium in just 1 second. These numbers include everything. This is your whole ticket for the Congress. This includes food, 3 meals a day, and everything in between, and coffee and tea, of course, and the accommodation, everything. This is one price for everything in the Congress. The only other thing you'll have to pay for is to get there, to get to the Congress, which of course varies. Some of you will be able to drive, some of you will have to take a flight, of course. So start figuring this out, start looking at your calendars and figuring out how you're going to do this. But this is the cost of the Congress that we can already share with you. So the premium room, so we have the essential room at 400, the comfort room, which is probably the option that most of us will be going for. And then the premium room. The premium room is a great option if, for example, you are a couple and you want to make sure that it's just you and your wife or your husband or your spouse in a place, and you have your own place there, and of course your own private bathroom, private shower, and all that. Maybe you are a 10, and you're coming to the Congress together, or some of you from a 10 are coming together and you want to share a place. That could be an option as well. All those details will be explained in later on and in the registration form. But these are the numbers and the options, the main options you should be aware of. The comfort room at 480, and that includes everything, your whole ticket price for the Congress. Then we have on the cheaper side, if you really need to save some extra bucks, that's the essential room. And if you really need conditions, maybe you're on the older side, maybe you're a couple, maybe something else, you just need your privacy because you know that's how your body functions the best. Whatever it is, you have that option at $640.
I'll add to one sentence
Yes,
there.
go ahead.
On the premium side of things, there are a select number of rooms on the site that are they're nicer ones. They're brand new, fancier rooms. There's only so many of them. Some of you just feel like this is more to your level of comfort. You can use that. Another option for a premium price would be, I want my private room. I want to be alone in a room. I have problems with sleeping with other people in the room. I want to pay a little extra, but to have that privacy. That would be considered a premium room as well. So that's like the reasons why you would have a premium price for someone like that. As far as the cottages and the special, like if a whole 10 wants to be, most of the cottages are the nice comfort level. There are a couple of them that are really fancy, and those would be, again, we would rent those out as the premium prices because they're just a little bit more expensive.
Yes. So basically, as you can see, we really are trying to make with the place something that works for everyone, And we know from experience, we know from comments from last May, for some people, it is very difficult to sleep with other people in the room and they just don't get a good enough sleep and then it affects their day. We're trying to solve this. Some people, they don't mind and they would rather save a few bucks in order to, to just attend the Congress. So they have that option. We're really trying here to make it, we have the ability in such a place. We have the whole place for us. So we're really trying to make it both affordable and convenient for everyone. We want everyone to come to one place and do a major connection in this gathering, in this Congress. Also, we will be talking about this more. This is the one and biggest thing on our minds right now as the North American Kli, preparing for the Congress. We'll hear about this more and more. Chaim, who's part of the content team for the Congress in general and leading the content for this Congress with his team, they'll be coming up with some ways for us to prepare. We'll be talking about this a lot. But one thing I want to say now is that Avihu and Mushi are both coming to North America. This is the plan right now, and it looks like that's going to happen. So they're going to be with us as well there physically. It's going to be great. It's just going to be a huge event, and anyone who was there on May knows what to expect. Now just add great convenience to it, and a higher degree of connection, which we're going to work on. Okay. Last
I had a question that came up while we were talking, just to clarify to anyone who was not sure. Any of these pricings that we talked about is per person. It's not like a premium room is $640 and you could put 4 people in there. That's not the deal. $640 is for someone who wants extra, premium conditions for themselves. And if you're going to be 2 people in that premium room, you'll still pay the premium price for each of you. So that's in any place whenever you had a Congress and there was like a private room option, it was per person. So here too, it's the same situation.
Yes, prices are per person and they include everything, including all the food and all the meals and everything in that one price per person. Zohar, let's talk about the kids program for 1 second. If you can maybe show that part that part of the form. So as I said earlier,
that is the registration form that you're going to be getting very soon. It's just a couple of bugs that we're fixing, and hopefully you'll get them. But you'll be filling out all this information eventually. And the kids program you should see in a second here. We will show you the details of what we came up with to help our kids.
right. So the kids program. So as I said, in this event, if you are a parent and you want to bring your kids, or you need to bring your kids, whatever the reason is, you can. There's going to be a dedicated event at a dedicated place, and they'll have their own schedule and meals and everything, as I mentioned before. And we've been working with the calculations to make it as affordable as possible. We know that some parents just can't attend if they don't bring their children because there's no one else to care for them. We understand all of that. We've really tried to make it as affordable as possible. So here's how it goes. If you have a child aged 0 to 3, they can come in for free. They don't need to pay at all. Any children between the ages 4 and 17 until they're 18, basically, they need to pay. Your first child between 4 to 17 is paying $150. If you're bringing more than one child, your second child will pay $100, and your third will pay, and fourth and so forth will pay $50. So this is, as you can see, it's real, and it doesn't matter what room you will be choosing for yourself as an adult. We will set it up in a way that, of course, you will be close to your children, with your children. All of that will be solved in the form itself. But these are the prices that you should be aware of, that you should kind of plan for. And the dates, let me remind them. Remind them again. October 28th, that's a Wednesday. Wednesday evening, we'll have a whole block there. That's where our Congress starts. Saturday, the 31st, middle of the day, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., something along those lines. That's going to be the end time of the Congress. So plan your dates, your flights, your needs, days off, your financials. We all want to be there. We will be preparing for this from week to week. This is going to be the one thing we're all focused on until the end of October. So we wanted to give you the news as quickly as possible, and the registration will be opened very soon. Hopefully during the week, we'll send it to your WhatsApp with maybe some short video explanation on the form.
Asaf, I have a question,
Yes.
maybe to you or to Zohar.
Yes.
What if my tenant and I want to stay overnight after the Congress is over, because it's such a beautiful place, and maybe we all want to, just stay there to have like a 10 gathering there, our own little retreat after the Congress. Is it possible?
Unfortunately, I don't think so. Zohar, you want to explain?
Okay, so a couple of things. First of all, once the registration is open, to answer Grisha's question, the rooming will be open also. There will be a rooming team that assigns you according to the choice that you made into a specific room, and then you'll have an assignment of a room. If you want to, like Chaim said, somehow extend your stay another day in Silver Bay, your whole 10 wants to stay or something like that, I'm negotiating right now if they can give us some kind of special package. It won't be through the Congress registration. It'll be some kind of thing that you pay for an extra night over there. I'll try to get a special deal for anyone who wants to use that option. But that's basically where it stands right now, is me negotiating a special deal for anyone who wanted to use it. Come a day before or stay a day after. It's not included, but if you wanted to do that, there are rooms there. It's a huge complex. There are many hotel rooms. People can come and pay and use it. Hopefully we'll get a special deal as a Bnei Baruch deal. As far as meals are concerned, they do serve meals there in their dining hall where we're having the Congress, before and after the Congress. You'd have to buy a coupon there and use the meal form if you want, or there's many restaurants around.
Can we continue and take more questions? What's our time limit? Irina. That's a yes?
We can go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, let's
let me
do a
add
few more minutes.
information that wasn't said, in the registration form, you'll also have the option. Most of us, everyone knows this is a Silver Bay in Lake George, New York. It's not near Newark. It's not near JFK. It's not near LaGuardia. The closest thing that you will find is the closest airport is in Albany, New York. I flew into there. It was very convenient. It's about an hour away from the Albany airport. We will have a transportation team that's going to be setting up either buses or Ubers or taxis or something like that. And what we usually do is not usually, this is what we're going to be doing this time as well. It's a $40 participation for a trip from Albany Airport to the Congress, and $40 from the Congress back to Albany on Saturday. Not anytime you want, any weekday that you want and all that, but the day of the Congress and the day the Congress ends. So on Wednesday, if you're flying in, there'll be a whole a section of the registration that shows when your flights are arriving and all that, and that we're arranging transportation for Wednesday midday to morning till afternoon to get people to the Congress. We will take care of the logistics of joining you up and all that. The $80 back and forth is basically your participation in it, and we're subsidizing the rest and whatever it's going to cost to help friends get to the Congress.
Speaking of airports, we recommend getting your tickets now because now is the cheapest. We know that some friends have already got their tickets and they say the prices are really low.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll only go up from here. So the sooner you get them, the less costly they will be. And also we sent
Albany
out
Airport, okay?
Yeah, to Albany Airport. We also sent out a volunteers form so that you guys can participate in all the activities and all the duties. You know how important that is. We all remember, right, from May, how much it brought us all together. So please fill them out. So we have you registered and assigned your duties, okay? Maybe we can send them out again.
Great gratitude for that, because already 40 something of you already filled out that form, and it's great, amazing volunteering. Beautiful.
Yeah, the more the better.
Everyone.
Great. We have a few more questions I'm seeing, and also Tyrants and Sasha are raising their hands, so I don't know where to go. Sasha, go first.
Thank you very much. Just little clarification. We're coming, the whole family, me, my wife, and son.
Mm-hmm.
We'll sleep in one place. So for my son, is it 480 plus 150? How does it work?
150 for your child if he's above the age of 3, and for you guys, depending on which room you choose, that's what it's going to cost you. So the child full cost is the maximum you're paying for a child is 150, second child 100, and again, if they're age 3 and under, no, we decided to say it's going to be for free.
Okay. Ask away. We want this to be clear. We also know sometimes people get into the registration form and just filling in a bunch of details is, daunting, or we want to make the process really smooth. We also implemented a new technology, so we won't have to create an account in the Kabu store in order to register. Anyway, we're working behind the scenes to make this a really frictionless, smooth experience. We want our friends to only think about connecting our hearts. That's the one thing we should focus on. So if you have any other logistical questions, go ahead. Just ask away. Tyrants, go.
Okay, 2 questions. So, 1, what time should we try to get there on Wednesday?
Right. So the Congress will start in terms of first activity starting. It'll be sometime evening Wednesday, but there will be. We have the place from early Wednesday, and I know that myself and others who really want to be there early in order to help set up. If you want to be and you're able to come early and be part of the setup team, it could be possible. Zohar is managing this whole aspect, and he will, know more details probably later on. But I assume that will be possible, right, Zohar? If someone really wants to come earlier and help, you'll have something to do with them. Yeah?
We will have something to do with everyone. Yes.
Okay. So Wednesday evening is the official start.
Great. Wednesday, probably the official start will. If you plan on being there, imagine that the block of the evening will probably start 5, and probably not earlier than that. I mean,
So, okay, yeah. Earliest it looks like I can get in is 3:30, and you said it's like an hour or 2 hour drive from the Albany airport.
it's an
Is
hour
it
drive from the Albany airport. Yeah.
From Albany,
an
of
hour?
course, anyone who comes, who lands in JFK or Newark, which are probably most people, take into account 4 hours or so drive to the
And we're
place.
not going to be assisting people from Newark or from JFK or from any other airport because there's just a limit to what we can do logistically.
Right.
Got it.
Quick one from Dave, I see in the chat. Will we be able to be clustered or placed near or with R10? I think that's a yes, right, Zohar?
Yes, we will have a rooming team soon. We'll have someone in charge of that. And in the registration form, you will be able to not only write which 10 you're from and what your study level is, you'll be able to remark there, I would like to be put with my KBU 1210 or close to them. There may be cases where we can actually find a cottage where the whole 10 can sleep in, and that way you have one house to yourselves. In other cases, we'll put you room next to room and have you like a cluster of rooms, no problem.
Richard?
Will there be a meal Wednesday evening?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
It'd probably be part of the block also. It'll be like a Kabbalistic meal together.
Yeah. Also, I see, I can't find it now, but there was something about food. We know that, some people have dietary restrictions, or they only eat vegan, or they only eat veggie, or they kosher, things like that. In the form, we will have a place dedicated for you to write what are your dietary restrictions, and we will see what we can do. We will do our best to accommodate everyone. But these are details we're going to be able to know better later on, right, Zohar? You want to add to that?
First of all, we decided to make things cheap. We'll just eat dry bread with olive oil
Yes.
and onions
That's
whole
the
week.
initial plan. That's where we start.
We're saving money. No, I'm kidding. We're going to be sitting down and planning a really elaborate, wonderful meal plan. If Pennsylvania was good food, wait till what this will be. It's going to be amazing, all the meals and everything. And we'll make sure that there's a variety, that there's a buffet for every meal. And we're considering people with, also with, who don't eat proteins or don't eat meat or don't or have some kind of specific needs. There is a place in the registration form to write this down. So if you have a very special, unique situation, we'll probably reach out to you and investigate further. As far as kosher, I heard the question. We, in these events, what we do is what we call kosher style, meaning you won't see cheeseburgers and pork or lobsters, but what you will see is that we were not going to buy the galat kosher, the most expensive kind of cuts that were slaughtered a certain way with a rabbinic stamp on it. It'll be, we will work with what it would be if we didn't have to pay for the premium price of having the stamp that's called kosher. That's basically what it's going to be. And if you have a problem with that, then again, write down in the thing and we'll see, if there's a condition that we can somehow fulfill. I'm not sure, but we'll try to do our best to help everyone.
Yes.
Other questions?
Okay, Rivka is asking, we are arriving by train. We will be able to find transport to the venue. So again, about transportation, there will be one transportation to the place on Wednesday and transportation from the place to the airport on Saturday. We will include the details on that later on, and you will be able to purchase a ticket for that if you need that as part of the registration. It's going to cost $40 for each direction. So if you need just to get there but not to come back, then you can do just that, and vice versa. If you need both back and forth, it'll cost you $80. Of course, we are subsidizing this. Yes, go ahead.
If you have some kind of special situation, I don't know, Rivka, if you're flying, your train station is 5 minutes away, but it's not on the route that we mentioned, write it in there. When you fill out the form, you will see it says, how are you arriving? You'll say either flying, and then you'll put in your flight numbers. and all that information. If you're driving, then obviously there's no question. You just fill in the date that you're coming. And you have an option to write other, meaning, hey, I'm coming into the train station in, I don't know, Silver Bay there. Is there any way I can get a ride from there from 5 minutes away? Then we might just hook you up with someone or figure out something like that. We'll try to accommodate and help wherever we can when it's possible. Imagine that if you're flying into Toronto, we don't have help from getting from Toronto. The funds are US dollars, yes.
Yes.
The price are US dollars.
Okay, I think we answered most of them for now. Of course, friends, we will talk about this a lot more. If you have questions, we will solve all of them. We really, I just want to say something about the behind the scenes here. All those special cases also with regards to food, with regards to transportation, you can rely on the friends. You can rely on the fact that this is, there's nobody else organizing this. It's us organizing it for ourselves. Behind the form, behind the rooming thinking, behind the food, behind the whatever it is, transportation, there's friends. There's friends who want you to come. So we will do our absolute best to serve everyone and to make this Congress amazing for everyone and to make it also convenient for everyone on a physical level. We've heard, impressions from the last one. For some people, it was physically a little more on the struggling side. For others, it was more convenient. People are different. We're trying to really accommodate everyone and really help everyone. So you can rely on that being the motivation here behind every decision that we're making here. Look, we'll talk about it a lot more. I think we're going to conclude. Yeah, Zohar. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's a question. You sent out a volunteer form. Great. I can help in registration. I can help in the kitchen. I can help in this and that. But what if my whole 10 wants to participate? What if my whole 10 wants to be on duty and all that? Know that first of all, if you're 10, for example, we had the great KBU 12 presenting today. Let's say KBU 12 wants to be very generous and they say, hey, we'll arrive all of us Wednesday early in the morning because we want to set up and help with the setup as a 10. Wonderful. Just say so and we'll accommodate for it. We'll make it happen. But in many of the cases, the volunteer form is looking for individuals. We're looking for someone who knows audio, who can work in this or can work in that, so we can place people in that. During the Congress itself, the whole Congress will be filled with duties. We have to set up, we have to clear, we have to, change settings in the room. There will be assignments for 10 for every single meal and for every day there that we have to fulfill. And in many cases, it'll be the 10 doing those duties. So the 10 will have duties to do, including, and Chaim will elaborate on this in the weeks to come, including at some point the content will have an actual schedule before us of this is the blocks, and we want this specific gathering of friends, or this preparation for the lesson, or this lesson, or something like that, to be manned by this 10 or 2 10s or whatever they're going to assign. And then you can also volunteer for your 10s for the content blocks when we get to that point.
All right, we'll talk about everything a lot more. We'll prepare for this Congress. It's going to be also unique in many ways. We'll talk about this later on. For now, everyone should just do a couple of things. Schedule, look at your calendar, Wednesday the 28th to Saturday the 31st. Figure that out, how you're making the time, first of all, and flights. As soon as registration is ready, which again, it's a day or two, hopefully. I really hope that this week, somewhere middle of the week, we'll already send the registration out to you. Then you can register as well. So until then, look at the days off if you need and flights. Yeah.
Flights, if you're wondering, well, I don't know yet exactly what hour it will start, try to get there as early as possible on Wednesday and to leave as late as possible on Saturday. That will cover you the best. We understand that not everyone, if you're flying from certain places, there are only so many flights a day, then we'll work around you also. But for the most part, the Congress is starting Wednesday afternoon, so we should be there as early as we can, so we can manage to get there from the airport, etc. And on the way back, we'd rather not leave too early because we want to stay to the end of the program and maybe even help with the breakdown and everything, which means the later on Saturday, the better. And you can buy the flight ticket.
We will once we finalize shuttle times, we will also add that information in as well. Yeah. All right. Okay. Irina, what is supposed to happen now?
Well, thanks, Asaf and
Okay.
Zohar and Chaim, especially for this updated information. Makes it truly valuable for us. And thanks to all of you for joining us today, and be sure to join us next time. Now with our closing intention. John?
Thanks, Richard. Ramash article number 24. There are 3 times in the work. A prayer is the work in the heart. That is, since the root of man's heart is the will to receive, and it needs the opposite, meaning that it will work only to bestow and not receive. It follows that he has a lot of work in inverting it. And since this is against nature, he must pray to the Creator to help him come out of his nature. L'chaim, friends. Have a great day and great week of connection.
In these times so uncertain, what are we thinking of? Is the world going crazy, or is he sending love? Could it be that his message just goes over our heads, leaving us with the feeling of confusion instead? Alone I am blind, together we see. We need one another to truly be free. Alone I am blind, together we see. We need one another to truly be free. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
L'chaim, friends. Thank you, Caveat 12. L'chaim, brothers.
Hi.
Bye.
Thank you, Arvut Team.
Bye.